10.
Good morning. Welcome to our class debate with the motion, let it be resolved that school uniform must be strictly worn by La Union National High School. Good morning everyone, especially to the panel of judges, Sir Junior Magaway, our principal, Ma'am J. Alice Domata, and Ma'am Junabel Kausing, our English teacher. To start with, may I call on our chairperson, Ms. Rose Cuenca, to start the debate.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Rose Cuarenta, your chairperson in today's debate. I welcome you all to witness this debate with a motion that it be resolved that school uniform must be strictly worn by La Union National High School students. On my right, we have Julina Olado, Sheila Marie De La Hero, Nicolene Evangelio, Michelle Husay, Christine Lauro, and Jay Dulu, who will take the positive side or stand of the team. Then, we have on my left the negative side or stand, the following team members: Ruben Casinillo, Rose Chintipal, Rose Ann Siman, Mylene Cabodbod, Flawel Bulye, and Junicio Ampo. Our judges for the day are Mr. Junel E. Magaway, our principal, Mrs. J. Anis Dumata, and Mrs. Junabel R. Kausing, our English teachers. Our timekeeper is Miss Marelo Chuchi Salon. The speaking time is 3 minutes for each speaker. Let me remind the speakers, if the given time is finished, you will hear the buzzer. I hope it is clear to you. I will now call the first speaker to open the debate, Julina Olalo. Let's clap our hands, please.
Before I proceed further, let us welcome you all to our honorable judges, sir, mom, to my dear opponents, teachers, classmates, students, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It is practical that school uniform should be strictly worn in schools. Why? Because some students with school uniforms are equal no matter what their background is. Plus, they don't have to waste time to choose what they are going to wear every morning before going to school. School uniforms are also comfortable to wear, so there is no point that the school uniform should strictly be worn.
Thank you, Julina. I would like now to call the first speaker in the negative side, Ruben Casinelio.
To our honorable judges, dear opponents, beautiful moderator, to each and everyone, good morning. Before we decide our thoughts about this issue, let me clarify that we, the negative side, strongly believe that this school uniform should not be strictly worn, for it is not necessary. According to the DepEd Order Number 48 S 2008, which was signed by Jesly E. Lapos, that the student uniforms are not required in the public elementary and secondary schools. It was also said that to increase school participation of the children, it is important to remove any obstacles, particularly financial, to their enrollment in public schools. Not just that, the President also ordered that wearing of school uniforms shall not be required in public schools, and it was dated on June 2, 2008. So for no further reason, it is clarified that no one is allowed to force the student if they would not wear the school uniforms.
Thank you, Ruben. And now, I would like to call the second speaker in affirmative preposition, Sheila Marie De La Hero. Let's give her a round of applause.
In addition, school uniforms should be strictly worn because of the following reasons. First, school uniforms are affordable and have suitable designs for students. Secondly, they show students' pride and appreciation of their schools. Thirdly, school uniforms let other people know in which school you are studying. To conclude, School uniforms are best choice for every student in every race. So, uniforms should be applied. As a matter of fact, school uniforms reflect the students that they are well disciplined to be a good one.
Thank you, Sheila. This time, I would like to call the second speaker in the negative side, Rose Jean Timbal. A big hands, please.
Good morning, everyone. Yes, I believe school uniforms should not be strictly worn because they promote a false sense of equality and stifles creativity. When facing the diversity in the adult world, the solution is not to simply make everything the same, but teach about the adult world. Putting children in uniforms leaves them unprepared for the adult world. Using uniforms to oppress children, causing them to rebel and become agitated. As a child and teenager, finding a sense of identity is extremely important to growth and development of the mind, which is halted by uniforms. If the students were being oppressed by uniforms, there is often little creativity left to express. Do you express your thoughts the way you dress? Well, some students do. Other students from the other schools make fun of the school uniforms that some students have, which causes troubles adjusting to being adult world. In other words, uniforms remove the privilege to let the students show their creativity and styles because it's been blocked by their uniforms.
Thank you, Rose Jean. Now, I would like to call the third speaker in the affirmative side, Nicolene Evangelio. A big hands, please.
It is necessary for us that school uniform should be strictly worn in school. This is because school uniforms make students to feel like they are part of the school and that they should be proud to belong to the school. The students wouldn't be discriminated because of the clothes they wear. Uniforms, the students as students get into the correct working states of mind and is gave a good impression of the school. It is also stated in 2010 peer review study found that school with uniforms policies had 12% fewer firearm-related incidents and 15% fewer drug-related incidents than school without uniforms.
Thank you, Nicolene. Let's welcome the third speaker in the negative side, Roseanne Siman. Clap your hands, please.
Good morning, everyone. School uniforms must not be strictly worn. A documentary article titled DepEd School Uniforms Not a Requirement in Public Schools was posted online by Jigs Nepomuceno that Education Secretary Mona Balesno announced the new uniform policy of the Department of Education, saying that it should reflect respect for the school as an institution for learning and should be not a cause for discrimination, particularly for students belonging to a lower socioeconomic status. Another DepEd Order Number 65, Series 2010 states that wearing the school uniform shall not be required in public schools. In that case, students like boys can wear polo shirt or t-shirt with sleeves, any plain color with a minimum of prints. For the pants, any color, long or short, is acceptable. They are also allowed to wear any kind of footwear. For the girls, they are allowed to wear dress, skirt, and blouse and pants, any color and have a print. They were also allowed to wear any kind of footwear.
Thank you, Roseanne. The fourth speaker in the affirmative side, Michelle Husay. A round of applause, please.
Undoubtedly, uniforms are a positive influence. If you were to wake up
trying to decide which of your clothes would be best to wear in order to impress others at school. You would surely have to skip breakfast every morning. Then imagine you went to school and found that others thought your skirt was lame. You would be bullied and discriminated against for what you wear. Also, if you went on an excursion and happened to lose your class in a crowded area, I would wish you good luck trying to get help to find them again. Now I understand some of you believe that having no uniforms would give the children the ability to express themselves. But how is this necessary at school? They can express themselves among their friends out of school when they aren't required to wear a uniform. Everyone would be wearing the same uniform, making them all feel part of something in the school. They should be proud of this. Some of you argue that uniforms are blunt and boring, but they are made to be formal and simple, like a suit, in order to represent the school positively. Thank you, Michelle. And now I would like to call the fourth speaker in the negative team, Mylene Cabodbod. A big hands, please.
Good morning, everyone. To present my thoughts, I strongly defend our side that school uniforms should be not strictly worn. Another reason in that issue is that just a waste of money. After wearing that uniform for a year or so, you can wear it again because your body size grows. Why not wear other clothes? If you wear school uniform, you have to pay for it, not just once, but again and again. When in so many ways, the money you'll be spending for it can be used to the other things you need. Furthermore, some uniforms are uncomfortable. Students may be affected by that. We should just wear comfortable clothes. All in all, school uniforms should not be strictly worn. It's just a waste of money.
Thank you, Mylene. Next speaker in the affirmative side, Christine Lauro. Clap your hands, please.
It is beneficial for us that school uniforms should strictly worn in schools. Precisely, many of us believe that school uniforms should be more widely used and not be strictly worn, because it creates equality among children and takes away status quo. By removing labels from clothing, more than just the problem of inequality is prevented. It also solves many instances of bullying, parental stress, and childhood depression for starter. I believe all children deserve acceptance, and with school uniforms, it gives them an advantage. Why we take this advantage away? Moreover, it is good for us, the pupil as well as students, to wear school uniforms in school, because people can easily identify the pupils to the school. In a case where a student behaves badly, they can be reported back to the school easily. Uniform also helps pupils and students who come from a poor family. Feeding us, there will be no need for the parents to buy expensive clothes. It's also easy to wear early in the morning, as there will no need to pick and choose clothes from the wardrobe.
Thank you, Christine. This time, let's welcome the fifth speaker in negative side, Clauel Golier. A big hands, please.
Good morning, everyone. Okay, so school uniform. Can you imagine wearing the same uniform for the whole year? You at least start to feel the necklace feeling or the tight feeling on your body. Later on, you will feel it's very annoying and start hating the school for it. Despite the fact that some of the students were forced to wear their uniforms, whereas in their inside thoughts, they don't want to. Also, when washing it, you must do a lot of effort to clean it, especially to the lower grade levels, because of its white color. Doubting yourself
what you look like with your uniform is also one of your problem of some students. Still without uniforms we can learn. Uniforms were not just the only thing that indicates that you are students, because the ID itself will let other people recognize you as a student. So, in our side, we strictly say that uniform should be strictly be worn in our school.
Thank you, Clauel. And now, for the rebuttal, may I call on Jay Dulug from the affirmative side. A round of applause, please.
Let it be resolved that school uniforms must be strictly worn in all national high school students. Before I proceed further in speaking my arguments in the affirmative side, it is my honor to welcome you all. I strongly believe that school uniform must be strictly worn in all national. Let it be resolved that school uniforms must be strictly worn in all national high school students. Before I proceed further in speaking my arguments in the affirmative side, it is my honor to welcome you all. I strongly believe that school uniform must be strictly worn in all national high school students because of the following reason. First, it can give the students pride and appreciation of their school. Secondly, school uniform are affordable and have suitable design for every student. Thirdly, school uniforms let other people know in which school you are studying. As a matter of fact, school uniforms reflects the students that they are well disciplined as an individuals. To conclude, school uniforms are best choice for every students in every races, so uniforms should be applied. Now I understand some of you that having no uniforms would give these children the ability to express themselves. But how this is necessary for school? They don't need to express themselves at other students or teachers during school. They can only express themselves among their friends when they are not required to wear a uniform out of school. Then imagine, you went to school and found out that others thought your shirt was lame. You would be bullied and discriminated against for what you wear. And after that, you will be able to ask your mother to buy expensive clothes just to show them that you have. And also, if you went on an excursion and happened to lose your in a crowded area, I would wish you good luck trying to get help to find them again. It is very necessary for us to wear a school uniform because it makes the students to feel like they are part of the school and that they should be proud to belong to the school. And I believe that school uniforms creates equality among children and takes away status quo. It also solves many instances of bullying, parental stress, and childhood depression. And with school uniforms, it gives them an advantage. So, why we take this advantage away? Precisely, students are equal with uniforms. Plus, they don't have to waste time to choose what they are going to wear every morning before going to school. And lastly, before I end my thoughts, I just want to say that there is no more reasons for those students who are not wearing their school uniforms. Because uniform is very cheap and affordable, it is good to wear because it makes you to feel comfortable. Thank you.
Thank you, Jay. For the rebuttal from the negative side, let me call on Junicio Ampong. Let's give him a round of applause.
Honorable judges, to our dear opponents, the students who are here today, to each and everyone, good morning. To let us be clarified by all these means about this issue, the school uniform should not be strictly worn. To summarize all our said reasons, wearing the school uniforms create a false sense of equality. It stifles and blocks the creativity and styles of the students, which are very important on us as a teenager. And lastly, it's just a waste of money. Our dear opponent told us a while ago that choosing an appropriate clothing is a waste of time because we plan about a half hour thinking what we should wear or how exaggerated that was. Because likely, I observed, the student of La Union National High School didn't care on what they were wearing. Okay, imagine the situation and simply believe how the students dislike school uniforms. Just like the yearly occasion in our school, the acquaintance party. When they were told to wear only their uniforms, many students protested because more likely they would prepare to wear the casual attire. Other than that, the third speaker told us that students wouldn't be discriminated because of the uniforms. However, that was only a good impression to the students who wear a clean and neat uniforms. But how about those students who only have a single uniform and they intend to wear that every day? It's not clear but surely agreed by our side that person will be the topic of some students. Another one. Do you remember when our school decided to change our school uniforms? Are you aware that the allotted 2 months is not enough to comply with changes? And did you know why? The main reason for that dilation is that they were having a hard time to find the money for it. In general, it only bothers the poor family, especially to the parents. Wearing uniforms is not the only way to show we are disciplined students. Reporting to school every day and being serious to our studies is enough to prove we are disciplined. Wearing school uniforms should not be made as a rule because even the higher level of the Department of Education agrees that wearing school uniforms were not required. Thank you.
Thank you so much, students, for your cooperation. And to announce the winner between the affirmative side and the negative side, may I call on our principal, Mr. Janelle Bagaway. Let's give him a round of applause.
Good morning, my dear students. The negative and the positive side. The teachers who are the judges of this very prestigious contest. Without so much ado, I am proud once again. And I hope that every class will be like this. Every topics, every subjects. Going back to the topic, and I said, days as a chairman of this contest, on my side and the side of the judges, the positive side wins. Congratulations, positive side. Not as the school head of this school, and basing on the given suggestions and thoughts by the negative side, there is, I think two contestants give their side to the positive side. Okay? More and so, speaker number 5. Before the end of his speech, he said, should be. Where? So that means that is the side of the positive side. Then another, the fourth speaker, said also, it is inexpensive. The word inexpensive means, when you have a uniform, you have an expensive based on the budget of your parents. Okay, so that is my thoughts and the thoughts also of my comrades, the judges. So without hard feelings, with the positive side, congratulations and more power.
Thank you so much, sir, for your thoughts. Thank you so much also for the students who participated in this debate, and congratulations once again to the winner. God bless and goodbye.